How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Type QQ gaming channel. Right now we're looking at a new game, or at least new to the channel, not a new game in particular. It wasn't like it was released recently, but new to us, called Kirisame Blade. In fact, it's a sort of, not really prequels, but games that came before Graze Counter, but made by the same people. So we've been playing the Graze Counter demo, looking forward to the release there. So even more following that, now that the demo's kind of as complete as we can kind of make the demo be, we're going to take a look at some Kirisame Blade, maybe 1 and 2. That's right, there's 2 games. And I absolutely love this game. I thought I was going to just check it out and just, kind of casually poke around with it. But I don't know, it brings me right back to the Altenex series with the sort of, shoot 'em ups with melee weapons, And this one, that's all it is. You don't necessarily have a shoot at all. You have those two blades that kind of swap back and forth in front of your ship, and then you have a special that can extend them, and you can do more damage with them, and then you have a dash, so you can kind of use that to quickly get from one side to the screen to the next, or evade missiles, as pretty much that's all my use is for. Besides that, we have some time attack modes, some sort of caravan style blitz runs, with a 3-minute, a 5-minute, and some other modes as such. And it's actually a blast. I'm having a blast playing this. It was actually recommended by a viewer of the channel, kind of a part of the community now, and I certainly thank him for the recommendation. Because it's just one of those random things. You give some game you've never heard a shot, and it's just it just becomes your special little gift that night. Kind of like when I was introduced to Chorin Shah, which is probably one of my favorite games of the year. And that's a classic upon itself. I don't necessarily have to say small little unknown game just released is my favorite game. No, that thing's a classic in Japan, and obviously for good reason. But yeah, something like this again is really fun, where a lot of games will give you a sort of those missiles, man, those missiles are treacherous. But yeah, a lot of games will give you a gun and give you points, as close as you are to bad guys and the like. This game, you can't help but be real damn close to everything. And yeah, these first couple runs are pretty rough. Just getting used to everything, really. But yeah, this is a super fun game. Kind of crisp, clean. Kind of reminds me of the sort of crisp, clean, parallax backgrounds and enemies that Astroport would do. This kind of reminds me a little bit of a supercharged Valkyzer, but not really. Maybe because it's so side-scrolling and kind of like a simple background, that sort of thing. Maybe that's really what I'm kind of pulling into right now. But as you can see, this is my second run, really. I played a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I've got to show this on my channel. Yeah, and it gives you all kinds of coins that you can kind of use and sort of unlock shop rather. All kinds of different little things. With Infinity Dash is kind of what I have my eye on. So we're going to go with 3 minutes again. All kinds of different background music to pick up. I'm not sure what she's saying in Japanese, but I'm assuming it's very supportive, and I thank her for it all the same. And of course, that's our special bar down below. Our score, hit combo, time, you know how it is. Our highest score there in the top right. It doesn't have to be complicated to be good. But yes, how it works, you know, you can certainly extend your blades out and do like a sort of lance, I suppose, which is good for smaller enemies, but it doesn't do it doesn't really do a lot of damage. It doesn't do as much damage as slashing, and of course, the closer you are to slashing, the more damage it does. So you certainly notice when you know you have the superpower out, you get your big long blades that you know. Let's see if we can see like enemies that are far away take a few more slashes to clear off the screen, as opposed to like being real close and just exactly and just wiping them off. However, you know, little enemies like this don't stand a chance to anything really. Oh, here comes the missiles. The dash is linked to our special gauge, so unfortunately, ooh, I'm just getting blasted to shit right there. Yeah, it's linked to our special gauge, so yeah, if you're meeting something that you got to dash for right after a special, you know, you're out of luck. But also while you're in this special, you can see you have that sort of invulnerable bubble there. So, you know, sometimes you can sit right on enemies and just pulverize them, which is exactly what we kind of do later in the later runs when we kind of figure it all out. Otherwise, you don't want to do what I just did and just kind of run into enemies without it. That won't be so good. All right, back to the boss here. Oh, those missiles. Those missiles. One of these days, right? Yeah, you can actually attack them. So you don't have to feel compelled to dodge them like I'm going to do for the next few runs, I'm sure. In fact, for that invulnerable shield, you know, you really can just get in there and just lay some nasty damage on this boss. You know, and if your finger can handle, you know, slashing, you really should slash. You know, you get that sort of like noise like you're doing a lot of damage when you're just holding it in front of them. But I would argue, you know, from the little experience I have, although you know, of course I could be wrong, slashing does do more damage, even if it feels like you're not doing constant damage, which we'll soon find out, you know. Alright, 3 minutes again. Let's do it. Just try out all the different background music. It's pretty cool that they let you pick different ones and give you a selection. That's usually not an option. The old sort of look at me, I played this game before type of strategy there. And yeah, if it, you know, you're actually kind of like, you feel good being this far to the right of the screen. You know, you certainly, you know, it'll do you no good waiting in the back, you know, but here we are using our special. But yeah, it feels good kind of hogging the right side of the screen, just waiting for guys to come by so you can just, you know, destroy them. Yeah, you see how that guy was so far from our ship that we didn't do a whole lot of damage. We were able to kill him, but just barely. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Barely defended ourselves from those missiles. Our dreaded nemesis. But it is kind of cool to kind of like sit there in the middle of the screen and just lay waste to everything. Got rid of those few missiles as well. Special backup. And here we are. Back in the boss. There we go. That's what you kind of want to do, is just keep whacking and beat Jesus out of him. And really did our best to try to kill all those missiles, but it just wasn't happening. And here we are kind of figuring out, okay, we got, you know, that sort of invulnerable shell around us. And so we can just kind of just, yeah, sit right on him, slashing, you know, hit all 3 points of him from the top and bottom cannon to his even eyeball thing. And then, yeah, just wreck face. Good stuff, good stuff. You know, it's kind of like piecing it all together. You know, you're like, okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. And then it all comes together. And it's kind of cool, you give your sort of high scores there, right in the main screen as well. Still not close to unlocking Infinity Dash, but kind of close to stealth mode. Navi Select, some of those are very... They tell you in English what they are, but they no description except in Japanese. So it'd be interesting to see what those are once unlocked. Alright, on to 5 minute. Yeah, and here I am with my like sort of swords out, like I know what's coming out, and the 5 minute changed it up, just like, you know, another sort of like caravan or you know, like a fire arrow comes to mind immediately, where you know, different length gives you different enemy patterns, I suppose is the best way to describe that. You get a different gaming experience depending on which time attack it is. Which is good, Varies things up. Yeah, I see how... Probably should have been a lot closer to that guy. Could have killed him, but... But this is the first time that I'm on 5 minute mode. Oh, it's just the wrong time to run out of special. Kind of relieve those big homing missiles, or not really homing missiles, but those large missiles don't have like sort of explosion to them. I think for the design of the game, it's probably best that there isn't, but you know, or at least an explosion that damages you. You know, considering you have to go up and like hit the damn thing with a stick, you know, I'm glad they kind of just explode and don't have that sort of suicidal radius that kills you. But yeah, there's as we die to missiles. What else is goddamn new, right? Yeah, not only is there Kirisame Blade right now that we're playing, there's also Kirisame Blade 2. Both of them are free downloads from the developer themselves, so I currently have both. Thanks to, of course, the community from our YouTube channel, and you know, we'll be checking those out. Both of them, I'm sure. I mean, hopefully before Graze Counter comes out. But we'll see, we'll see. A lot of things are going on, you know. It's just, you know, I'd love to kind of be more dedicated to some games, because, you know, there's a lot of games that certainly deserve it, but there's just so much going on. Not enough time in the day. But yeah, just ripping up these bad guys. I don't know. I guess I can't explain it well enough. That just what a great little surprise this guy was. You know, I haven't even played number 2 yet, and I have a feeling I'm gonna like number 2 as well. Yeah, super fun. I would consider you know, yourself finding this game as well, whether you Google it or follow links on one of my videos. I think it's in the Graze demo videos, maybe the last one, the third video, I believe. And following that link and downloading it yourself, because this is fun. I mean, it does give your finger a workout. You can, like, you know, certainly hold on to your. There we go. Crushing. And it's like, that's how you beat this boss. That's how it's done right there. You get your special going. You sit right on top of him and just beat him up like that bully in Christmas Carol. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff. And I'm sure we'll be back playing this game very soon.